Good morning. It is an early morning in the truck here today. We are headed out to Willow Springs for the Drift League, a Formula D licensing drift competition. This is one of the most serious competitions I've taken part in so far, and I'm really excited. It's gonna be a fun day. Let's get into it. All right, we're here. The car's unloaded. Now we're ready for the most stressful part, which is passing tech. We did it.
How'd you do on tech?
We did it. We freaking passed. Now it's time to celebrate with a Pop-Tart and go enjoy the driver's meeting.
That's your breakfast?
Yes. Pop-Tart, caffeine, that's what winners have.
So what's the game plan, guys?
Alex is gonna hit the wall and I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
Tony?
Hi. First 2 laps of practice in. First one was just a feeler. Second one, turned it up just a little bit, and we're getting around the track pretty good. Feels good. The car's got just enough power to make it work, kind of as usual. Now it's just a matter of pushing a bit harder and trying to fill these zones deeper, but I gotta say for the first 2 laps, we're feeling good. We get the GoPro thrown on and we'll take you guys for a spin around the track.
Most folks were getting into the first outer zone late.
All right, that's a wrap on practice. The driver's meeting just finished. It's time to line up for qualifying. I am number 2 qualifying since I'm new to the series. Interestingly enough, there's only 15 drivers here, and the plan was to do a top 16 competition. So as long as I put down a scoreable run, we'll be in top 16. So let's get suited up, ready to have some fun. All right, time for qualifying. It's gonna be my first lap. We get 2. Just treat this like another practice run.
I think it's actually all NA from what I was hearing in practice. And so this is going to be a big factor for him when it comes to angle management.
Yeah.
Right? He's going to have to almost drive this car in a slip angle, which is scary.
And that's where it comes down to, right? Like, I think with the judges having 100 points each, as a judge, how do you factor that all together, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know this guy's got a pretty much bone stock car. And so we'll see right now as Crispin makes his run, just the difference between his car and, say, a Carson car.
Oh, I'm a little bit of a struggle to play up there. It is back. Okay, so it looks like he misses most of outer zone 1, starts in the beginning, falls out, drops back in, and then he comes in here to outer zone 2 that is also missing it. But look at this management of angle. If you can hear the exhaust note, it's pretty high. He's holding it.
It sounds like going. Yeah, he's just riding the struggle bus a little bit. Doing what he can to make it work.
Yeah, getting
some of the marks. You know, and that's unfortunately that's a lot of drifting when it comes to qualifying. Pick up the points where you know you can get them, and you're going to have to give up the ones that you know are going to be challenging to get.
Yeah, let's check out the score. What the judges gave him, a 51.
51.
Definitely not the best run I've done, but we're in the show. All I needed to do was put some points on the board, and while a 51's nothing to brag about, I'll take it. We've got one more run, so now I can kind of, I don't want to say throw caution to the wind because I don't want to crash, but I can definitely push it a bit harder, take a few more risks now that I know we're already in the show. So feeling good. We'll see where we end up after that second lap. But before that, it's time to cheer on Alex. Let's see how he does in his qualifying lap.
All right, here comes Alex on the run-up.
LS1 Power 350Z with a big flick into the first corner. Oh, and into the wall.
Alex is gonna hit the wall and I'm gonna win.
Alex, what'd you do?
Are you all right? Yeah, it didn't hurt us all. I've had way harder hits. Yeah.
Good job, Alex.
That's all right. Check your wheel bearings, kids.
Here we go, Tony Crispin.
We're gonna go with our first choice for the giveaway. I'm Port Girl 1. If you're here, comment in the chat that you're here so we can give you a t-shirt. Congratulations. Here we go, Tony Crispin into the first outer zone. One, kind of, a little bit shallow, a lot of it shallow there.
Did you, not to take away from Tony's run, looks like he's struggling a little bit. Did you just say I'm Port Girl? You couldn't read that it's Import Girl?
Oh yeah, it is Import Girl. Well, there's some weird like capital stuff in there. Look at that. There's a capital P in there.
Import Girl.
I'm Port Girl 1.
And who makes the Lancer? Was he not? So, gets a 49. Now, here's my thing, right? Some drivers got zeros.
So, sir, how you doing today?
We are doing great. We made it in the show. Super hyped on that. Neither one of those runs were like absolute heaters. They were definitely not my best runs of the day. But I went out there thinking I want to play it conservative on the first lap just to get in the show, and we did that. Got some points on the board. And then the second run, the car was a little down on power, and honestly, I wasn't driving at that higher level that I wanted to, but it's all good. We're in the show, qualified. There's a handful of people that didn't. There's a handful of people that crashed. So I'm super happy to be here, super hyped to be in the show, and I guess we'll see you guys in competition. All right, well, that's a wrap on qualifying. Definitely not my best laps, but it was 2 scored runs, which is more than some other people can say. Overall, I'm super hyped to be in the show, even if it is with not a great qualifying score. Just to get over the nerves that qualifying puts on you, knowing that, oh, hey, there's a chance I might not get in. It's kind of nerve-wracking, and it's pressure that I'm not used to with Hot Pit not having a traditional qualifying thing and Roulette not having any qualifying. So it was cool to feel the pressure and to be able to get through it and still put down a run, even if it wasn't my best. That last run was actually scored worse, and the car felt a little bit worse. We were kind of down on power. After the run, I came back in and realized the nitrous was a little on the low side. And once that happens, you lose a pretty good amount of power. So brand new bottle. We're down at the pumps here, getting a couple gallons of race gas. So we should be all ready to go for competition. We've got about an hour break until that actually starts. I'm excited for that, and I'm just excited to compete. Like I said, I'm super happy to be in the show and to have qualifying behind me. So let's get back up to the pits, probably have a little lunch or something, and then we'll get to competition.
Okay, so I think you just heard we had like 4 or 5 double zeros. So,
all right, the results are in. We qualified 10th. I'll take that. We're gonna be battling a friend, Hector Nunez. He actually competes in drift roulette. He's got a pretty fast S14. Definitely gonna be a game of catch up in the chase because I know his car is fast, but I'm gonna do my best and have a bunch of fun doing it.
Where's Carson, the umbrella girl?
I'm missing my umbrella girl. First top 16 ceremony, no umbrella girl.
There he is. That's right. Tony Crispin of the Drift Roulette. He hosts his own competition, some fun stuff. This man made it into the show with the 51, and he sits currently in 10th place qualifying. Look at that dance, little emote, little Fortnite.
Yeah. Fortnite kids are out of control.
Yeah, dude. Start playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, don't do what you did in qualifying. Do what you did in practice.
All right, well, we're battling Hector Nunez. He drives drift roulette in that JZ powered S14. That car's got a lot of power, and he's a pretty good driver, so I think it's going to be a good battle. I'm chasing first, so it should give me a good idea of kind of what to do. We'll see. Hopefully I don't get outrun on the straight. All I can do is give it my all. Car's running good, feeling good. Like I said, we're going to go have some fun.
Again, Tony in that stock powered VQZ, and Hector driving a 2J powered S14. So big power difference here. Tony's been giving it all the beans that he can give it, and so I think this will be a challenge to chase for Tony potentially, and likewise for Hector in the chase due to the power difference. He's really got to be able to dial it in.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing this a little bit of a staggered start to kind of get that speed up. It's essentially you're extending the track so that you can get faster in your gear.
Yep.
As a lower powered car. You just need more space to drive. So he's going to do everything that he can do to stick to that door. So even initiating a little bit later there than Nunez does, but Tony falling out of drift and now having to kind of compensate me. Then it gets really tough playing catch up. Nunez doing a great job in the lead run, obviously substantially faster than Tony's.
But again, now they're going to switch positions if Hector finishes up this run without issue, and now he's going to have to chase Tony.
Yep.
You know,
that's
so
going to be
that's where it gets. It could result in one more time. You never know, right? Tony was doing what he could to try and keep up and make it work.
Here's what's going to be the problem. Like Riley's pointing out, can Nunez keep that car sideways from Tony? What's the spotter saying to him? Is he saying, "Hey, give Tony some space. You're gonna reel him in by outer zone 2. Make sure you're checking out. Make sure you're pulling some handbrake, pushing in some clutch, preloading the throttle. Like, you know, what kind of coaching is going on from the spotter to the driver? And then who's talking to Tony? What are they telling Tony? Hey man,
give it the beans. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
She's got, dude. Give her
Turn on
everything
the
she's got,
nitrous,
Captain.
And change your 1 or 2 things, and you're rocking it.
You got it. They dropped the flag. Tony's out the hole. He's like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
But it looks like Nunez is going to be giving him some space with a big flip entry back there, and Tony's just trying to get through the course, man. That little VQ is singing. No, Nunez at the big cut.
Whoa.
This is what we're talking about.
What I mean.
This is what we're talking about, people.
Just like that.
Just like that. If Tony can literally get through this whole thing, there's only a couple of options that are going to happen, right? He makes it through this. We're looking at a potential W for Tony. Or if the judges are going to count Tony's straight as a 0, then this could be a one more time.
Yep.
Like I said, the only way that I see this going is either Tony gets the W or there's a one more time. But today, Tony gets the W.
Tony's going to get the win.
I guess they didn't see his correction on bank 1 as a 0. Personally, I would
they took it as a deduction, and Hector 0, right? So
that's the other option.
What do you think, chat? How we feeling? See it one more time.
How are we feeling about this call?
I see a Tony advances. Another one more time.
Boys are going to be doing some celebratory donuts there. This is always good. I always get nervous about this part because I'm like, do I do celebratory donuts that please the fan and potentially break the car?
Yeah.
Or do I just drive it back to the pit nice and easy and beat the crap out of it when I come out the next time?
Yeah.
All right, we won our top 16 battle. We're moving on to top 8. We're up against TJ Hunt in his pro car. That thing is fast, super fast. But that just means it's going to be hard for him to chase me. But I'm chasing first, so we'll see if I can keep up, and then we'll switch positions and see if he can slow down.
All right, coming up next, TJ Hunt and Tony Crispin. Here we go.
Tony getting a little head there.
He's been jumping it.
That's the hard part about it. As soon as you come off throttle, that lead car has all the right and all the ability to
killing it. Yeah.
fly around. TJ doing a great job again, scoring. I think on a second place qualifier. Locking in on those zones. Really just a machine on the car. He recently sent this thing down to Drift HQ to have them build here. Super sick.
Yeah, I had to fix a lot of things, and I know you did mention he was talking to Forsberg, and they kind of got the Z figured out.
You just want a t-shirt. This is the second time your name's getting called from the end.
Oh man, if you don't,
Jacob, you're not here. I don't know what to tell you. Let's go. Here we go.
This is going to be challenging for TJ, and this again, Dylan's platform telling him, hey, we're going to catch him in drift, so give him some space. Again, TJ, even though his job is to chase the lead car, he was way deep in that zone where Tony was. He's making it work with what he has. And again, I feel like it's a knife and a gunfight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is where you're going to see TJ rolling in right here.
Yeah, but is it too late? You know, on the judging side, where the judges keep saying, like, hey, we need to be in the picture the whole time. You can't just wait till the last two corners. I think a 350Z is going to win.
And you know what? You're correct. But it's the 350Z of TJ Hunt that takes the W. So they looked at it as not an inactive chase. They looked at it as giving space, rather.
That's a wrap on the Drift League. I am so hyped with the results we got, especially considering we had the lowest power car there. The car wasn't even running right half the time. Watching some of the footage back, you can really see that the car was down on power. It looked good in the first couple laps of practice, and then kind of as the day went on, it seemed like it just was a bit down on power, for lack of better words. I'm not exactly sure why, but we'll figure that out. Regardless, like I said, I am so stoked on the way everything went. I went into this event with the hopes of passing tech and qualifying. And not only did we do both of those things, we were in top 16, got to stand out there and be on camera for the ceremony, and then we won our first battle in a Pro-Am series, which put us into top 8. That was sick. I'm so hyped. Obviously, we have a long ways to go. This car still needs way more power if I'm ever going to be competitive at events like this. But this event showed me that even with what I have now, I'm still capable. And that was a good feeling, because for once it feels like, okay, I think I have what it takes. I just don't have a capable enough car. And I mean, we've known that. I've been bringing knife to a gunfight since day one, but still, I'm hyped. I hope you guys are just as hyped. Give this video a thumbs up if you are. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys as always for watching, and of course, I'll catch you in the next one.